There we go. Okay, a very good evening to you all. It's just short of 8 o'clock here in the UK, and we're going to look at the four hands that you play tonight. They're all declare or play problems, some more tricky than others, but the first of which is on your screen. So the auction fairly routine, I think. One diamond, two clubs, unopposed. Mute Zoom, please. Oh, I've got to remember how to do that now. Fine. To do that. Right. Oh, there we go. It comes up and then it disappears again. Bear with me. I can't get the screen to open it. So can you mute yourselves, please? Not quite sure how.
Can't.
I can't get it. Click on Zoom. Here we are. No, it just won't do it. It won't open the connection. You are screen sharing. Ah, now we've got it. Right. Participants, mute all. There we go. Right. Okay. Right. We'll carry on. Okay. The contract is four spades on the auction that you've seen. One diamond, two clubs, two diamonds, two spades. Most people play that as game forcing because it's a reverse bid effectively. Four spades from North. I've got four spades. He didn't know I had. And let's have a look at what we've got. We get the lead of the four of hearts. And it looks like we have a heart loser and we have three spade losers. Three spade losers we can do little about. We've got the ace, king, queen of spades to lose. So how are we going to get rid of this heart loser? And this is the point. We must leave the trumps alone. We're going to use these clubs as a trump substitute. So what we're going to do, we're going to win the ace of hearts. And now we're going to start on the clubs. As long as it's a winner. Now, when we play a third winning club, what is West to do? If he doesn't ruff it, Declare will throw the heart away from dummy, and then he can ruff a heart and throw the other one away in the ace of diamond, and the opposition will only make their three spade tricks. Okay, so West has to ruff it, but if he roughs it with the ace, of course, Declare will throw that heart away, and the situation will be the same. So he roughs it low. Notice that all our spades, Jack 10, 9, 8. So we can overruff that, and we know we can. They can only take top trumps with the ace, king, or queen, and then we'll throw the heart away if they play that. Right. Having done that, right, play a diamond. I don't know if we really need to play a diamond. We can actually play on clubs, I think. But, we need to get back to hand. Now we play another club. Okay, now if West roughs it with the ace of spades, we will throw the heart away. And if he doesn't ruff it, because he knows his partner can, so he discards something, his partner roughs it, but that's their first trick, and they can't take any more now than two spade tricks. Declare now, when he gets the lead, will play on spades. And all the defence can do now is make the king of spades. We're going to claim our 10 tricks. Declare will simply carry on taking winners. Deceptive, isn't it? It really isn't difficult if you pinpoint the problem. If we draw trumps, we're going to lose the heart. Well, this, they'll win the first trump and cash the heart if we didn't duck at trick 1. So we're going to finish up losing 3 spades and a heart. And the only place that dummy's heart can go on, we can throw 1 on the diamond from hand. That doesn't help us. And the only way we can throw it on is clubs. And if you think about it, you need a very unlucky spade situation. You need you need left-hand opponent to have the ace, king, queen of spades, and right-hand opponent to have the 5-7 double turn. That's the only way that you can fall foul. Do we have any questions or comments on board 1? Nope. Good. Okay. We welcome the questions. We welcome the comments. If you do have any questions, then simply send them to the table so everybody can see what the question is, and we'll do our best. We love questions. We do. Okay. All right, but none there at the moment. We'll go on to board 2. We will export it to the table. There we go. We've got a competitive auction here. So 1 heart, 1 spade by Sal. 2 hearts. I guess they're playing 5-card majors here. 2 hearts, 2 spades by North. 4 hearts by East. Yeah, but the defence didn't do so well, Sanya. That was the point. 4 spades by Sal. The intrepid West says, well, I think they can make 4 spades, so I'm going to bid 5 hearts. Now, what happened at most tables, we got the 8 of hearts lead, which is what you were told. Declarer wins it in hand. Now, what have we got? We got 6 heart tricks. If we get the club finesse right, we've got 4 club tricks and the ace of diamonds. And of course, the club finesse is a guess. We don't know. And what we should be saying to ourselves is that if we get the club finesse wrong, we'll be a trick short. But we can get that trick back if we try to ruff a spade. So I think practically all declarers led a spade at trick 2. Maybe they play the second heart first, but let's say that they play a spade at trick 2. South can make sure he covers it, but North will suspect that South doesn't have any trumps left. And if we want to stop declarer roughing spades, then we play a trump. So, but if we don't play a trump, if we play a diamond, which is certainly happened at least 2 tables, let's see what happens. Okay, so we win and we play a diamond. I think the 9 was played at the table I watched. And the declarer roughs spade. Can even come back with a diamond rough. Off another spade. Back with another diamond. Now we can draw the trumps. Throw spades away here. We'll throw a diamond. Now declarers can take the club finesse. He can decide which way he wants to take it. Looks like North is trying to hang on to the club, so we'll play North for the Queen of Clubs, but this is for an over trick. And that works. So we finish up with 12 tricks, but the opposition helped a little, didn't they? They didn't try to declare as trumps away from dummy. We'll put the hand back up to the table.
Yeah, that was me. I played the Queen of Diamonds instead of
Well,
playing.
if you played a diamond at all, Glynis,
I did.
that's what made it easy. Let's see what we could do. We're going to just simply bid 5 hearts from West to save us go through all that business again. There we go. Oh, it's 5 hearts by East, isn't it? Sorry, need to undo. I'll try again. 5 hearts by East. Oh, there we go. Now let's do it again. Get the lead of the 8 of hearts. South knows that dummy's going to be roughing spades. What happens if North plays a heart? We can take it in either hand, but let's say we take it over here. Now we can rough a spade now, but does that help us? And that certainly will stop the over trick. Or we could take the club finesse, but we still have to guess with the club finesse. But what we can do now, because we know South has not got any more trumps, he cannot attack the spades while dummy still has a heart, and he can't clear that heart away. We're always going to get a rough. So it doesn't cost us anything to take a club finesse now. Even if it loses, we'll still have enough tricks. One spade we will rough, and the other one we will throw away on the dummy's 4th club if the club finesse loses. All right, but the club finesse hasn't lost. All right, so maybe we should have run the 10 of clubs. Would that have been better? Probably. Let's go back and do that instead, so that the lead stays in dummy. Oops. These yellow boxes. On the 10 of clubs instead. Now we can cross over to the diamond. Club finesse again before, shouldn't we? We can draw the trumps now. Should have taken another club finesse while we had the chance. But the thing is, I'm just going to claim it. Okay. The thing is, it costs us nothing to take the club finesse that way once we know South hasn't got any more trumps. And what I should have done was to run the 10 of clubs and then play the club to the jack. And we can draw the last trump then if we want to. Right, but if the defence don't attack hearts at trick 3, having lost the first heart and won the second spade, then declarer has an easy ride. He can just rough both spades in dummy, and if he takes the club finesse the right way, he'll make an over trick. Makes it very easy for him. Okay, that's board 2. Do we have any questions or comments on board 2? No? Everybody made one with an over trick. Yeah, okay. I think there was more scope there for the opposition helping a little bit. Let's find board 3. I can. Here we go. Right. And this time there is no opposition bidding.
13, 16, 1 no trump.
It's going to go 1 no trump, 3 no trumps, starting with West. Yeah. 1 no trump plus 3 no trumps.
I would have bid.
Okay. And the natural lead from North is the King of Hearts. Now, we're going to dock that. Right, let me see if I can do the. I did stop the these moots, moot them all again. We try again. Right. We don't know how many hearts South has got. He might be telling a story, so we'll dock it twice. In fact, we needed only to duck it once because North had 6 hearts, but we don't know that. But now what is North going to continue with now? The table I watch continue with another heart. Right, so we'll investigate that first. We can throw a spade from dummy. South can let a club go. Now here's the point. We can't afford North to have the King of Diamonds. Because we've got 4 clubs, we've taken 1 heart trick, we've got 4 club tricks, that's 5. We've got 2 spades is 7, the ace of diamonds is 8. We have to make either another spade or another diamond being the favourite. But one thing is for sure, we can't make this if North has the guarded King of Diamonds, and it won't be a singleton, will it? So we have to assume that South has the King of Diamonds. Okay, that's if North continues with a 3rd heart as he has done. Right, so how do we deal with that situation? Well, we play the diamonds in such a way that North can never get the lead. We need 2 diamond tricks, but we don't mind losing 2 diamond tricks as long as North doesn't get the lead. So at this point, we will lead the 10 of diamonds and we will run it. North can't win that trick, and if he had the King of Diamonds, we were off anyway. Okay, so South wins with the Jack and plays what? Queen of Spades, probably. Hasn't got a heart left. So now we know that North has not got the King of Diamonds. He would have jumped in with it and cashed his 3 heart tricks. So now we can play a little diamond and finesse the 9. Now we can cash the ace of diamonds, and let's see what happens now. North can throw his clubs away. And now we're going to cash 4 clubs. And what is South going to throw on that last club? If he throws a diamond, declare we'll cash the Queen of Diamonds. And if he throws a spade, because North didn't have any spade higher than the 9, obviously Claire has been watching the pips properly. He knows the Queen of Diamonds isn't a trick, so he'll play spades. And he finishes up. 10 tricks. But that's if North continues with a third round of hearts. All right, but not all Norths will do that, because a lot of Norths will say, well, I don't have an entry, so there's no point in me setting up this heart suit. Let's see what happens if he switches. Upload the deal to the again. We're just going to play in 3-note trumps by West, so we'll just bid 3-note trumps. Right, so he leads King of Hearts. But now switches, let's say, to a spade. Well, what North has done, he's said to the world, and to Clara in particular, I don't have an outside entry. That's why I'm not persisting with my heart. So who's got the King of Diamonds? We know who's got the King of Diamonds now. In the first case, when North did continue hearts, we had to assume that South held the King of Diamonds, because if North got it, we were going off. Here, we can reason that South must have the King of Diamonds, because if North had it, he would have continued with hearts. So he's given the game away. So we'll actually play exactly the same way as we did before. Rush to dummy with a club. Hand with a club, rather. Knowing where the Queen of Diamonds, where the Jack 10 King of Diamonds is, we play exactly the same. North knocks out his spade. Unfortunately, the squeeze won't work this time, because West will not have an entry in spades. But he will still make, he's great, he's made 3 tricks, he's got 3 more club tricks, he's 6, the Ace of Hearts is 7, and he's going to make 2 diamond tricks. He can't squeeze South because he needs a spade entry and he hasn't got it. But he's still going to make his 9 tricks. There we go. So, all sorts of things you can reason when, if North continues with the hearts, Diamonds is the only place where he could have an entry. But if he had the King of Diamonds, we were going down, because we need diamond tricks. So in the first case, when North did continue hearts, we had to do it. What if North switches to a diamond? Well, that doesn't make any difference. We'll play low. South will put the Jack, we'll put the Ace on, and then we'll give them the King. We'll know that North has not got the King because he didn't continue with hearts, Chris. Yeah, you agree with that? North could switch to a diamond, it's true, but it won't help him. The very fact that he didn't carry on with hearts gives the game away. And quite often the game is given away right, left and centre. You know, if you say to yourself, why did he do that? Well, he switched because he hasn't got an entry. It's elementary, really. How can he not knock out your Ace of Hearts when he does have an entry? So he's said to his partner, I'm not continuing with hearts, I don't have an entry. So Declarer says, ah, right, you haven't got King of Diamonds then. And that shows him how to play. Yeah. Yes, Watson. And Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Do we have any other comments or questions on, I used to love Sherlock Holmes years ago. I haven't read any for a long time. Laugh out loud, I guess. Any other questions on board 3? Yeah? Or comments, of course. Right, here's board coming to board 4. How many people made board 4, Sanya? Not many would be my guess. And it was a rather involved sequence, but it was unopposed. So we'll just put North into 6 spades. No opposition, really. So just seeing how many people made it. None made. Question is by -1 or -2. This is, I'm sure, the most difficult hand. So apologies to Glynis and anybody else that's at North on this one. I think Chris was one of them. I'm not sure who the other one was. Okay. Glynis. It was Glynis, wasn't it? We had Glynis, Chris, and the other one. Right. How do we make it? Well, we got the lead, we were told, of the 10 of clubs. Just in passing, oh, I made West to declare. I should have passed first. Let's go back. Right, pass, and then 6 spades. There we go. Can't get the staff. I've noticed it myself, shouldn't you? Done it again. Come on, what's going on? I put a pass in. Now I do 6 spades. You had to play against Pat. You have my sympathy, Chris. Okay. What have we got? Well, we've got 5 spade tricks and 2 heart tricks is 7, and 2 club tricks is 9, and the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the ace of diamonds is 10. How do we generate 2 more tricks? Anybody got any ideas how we're going to do this? I'll give you a clue. Dummies, Jack, 9, 8 of spades are very significant. And they're significant because we can use them for drawing trumps. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a dummy reversal. And we're going to need the opposition's help here, because when maybe he's led away from the Queen of Clubs, it's not really likely, but we put the Jack on anyway. We're not going to get another chance to make it. And of course, yeah, we can set up a heart. Yeah, absolutely right, Jeffy. Okay, so that's going to be one of our extra tricks. Our other extra tricks are going to be diamond ruffs. All right, so that's our plan. We're going to play the cash the ace of diamonds. We're going to cross to a heart and ruff a diamond high, cross to the other heart and ruff another diamond high, cross to the 7, the spades to the 8, and ruff the last diamond high, and then overtake the 10 of spades with the Jack and draw the last trump, assuming that they break 3-2, which of course they do. And then we're going to lead a heart towards the Jack and hope that West has got the Queen. We need the diamonds to be 4-4 because the trumps will have gone. And if the diamonds are 5-3, then the person that wins the heart may have a diamond to cash. So we need quite a favourable distribution, but I think it's the only distribution that will allow you to make this. So let's see it working in action. Ace of diamonds. Now we need to cross to dummy. We're going to ruff a diamond, and we need to ruff it high because we need that 10 and 7 of spades as entries. Heart to dummy. Another one high. And we don't have any more entries now outside trumps, but our trumps are good enough. Ruff the last diamond. Pleased to see that they both follow. Now we can overtake 10 of spades with the Jack. Draw the last trump which we're going to throw the club. And now we're playing a heart towards our hand. West can take his queen, but we have the last two tricks. So it's a dummy reversal when we're using dummies trumps, only three of them, to draw the trumps, and the high trumps in our hand to rough diamonds with. And we get the extra tricks by making three trump tricks in dummy and three extra trumps in our hand by roughing diamonds. And then we still needed to generate a heart trick, so we had to hope that West had the Queen of Hearts, or that the Queen of Hearts would fall, of course, when we catch the ace and the king. So quite a tricky hand, and I'm really not, I wouldn't beat yourself up if you failed to make that. I will claim Malcolm, thank you, yeah. Okay, so that's the four hands that you played this evening. Do we have any more questions or comments about any of the hands? No? Okay. You're very welcome, Pat. And again, thank you, Sanya, for controlling us all so well. And Alan will be with you again next week with four more hands. If you want to join us Tuesday night, round about 7:45 it starts. I don't get there till 9 o'clock, and these are UK times I'm talking about. Okay, so you can work out what time it is for you locally. 7:45 there will be a play and discuss session with Cedar starting at 7:45 in the IAC club. Look for the lesson table, and I will be joining that at 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to wish you all a very good night. Good night. God bless.